Hello friends, in this video we will understand what is directional stability of an aircraft. The topics which we will cover in this video are the aircraft axis and the sign conventions. Then we will understand what is meant by directional stability and what are the requirements of directional stability. Then we will see what is the contribution of the vertical tail to the directional stability of the airplane. And in the end we will see what is the contribution of wing, specifically wing sweep back to the directional stability of the airplane. Now first let us see what are the three aircraft axes and what are the sign conventions. Now consider this airplane. The x-axis, the positive x-axis will be towards the nose of the airplane. So this is the positive x-axis and this is also known as the longitudinal axis of the airplane. The positive y-axis will be towards the right wing. So when I'm saying right wing, so consider yourself to be seated in the pilot seat, then your right will be the positive y-axis. So this is the positive y-axis, this is positive x-axis, and when you look down from the aircraft, so this is positive z-axis. Now consider the right hand thumb rule. So if you'll put your thumb in the direction of positive x, positive y and positive z, you will get the positive movements. So if you put your thumb in along the positive x-axis, you will get a rolling movement like this, that is right wing going down will be considered as the positive rolling movement. So rolling movement is denoted by L and the coefficient of the rolling movement is CL. Similarly, put your thumb along the positive y-axis and the nose up movement will give you the positive pitching movement. So pitching moment is denoted by M and the coefficient of pitching moment is Cm. And in the same manner, if you put your thumb along the positive z-axis, that is towards down, then your fingers will give you the direction of the positive yawing movement, that is the right wing moving back and the left wing moving forward. So this is the positive yawing movement and it is denoted by N. So the coefficient of movement will be denoted by Cn. So this is about the main axis notations. So now we understand what is positive rolling movement, positive pitching movement, positive yawing movement. Okay, now coming to the directional stability. Now we have an airplane which is moving straight. So this is the flight path. So the air is coming from this direction. So it will have no side slip. Now due to some disturbances, the left wing of the aircraft moves a little back and the right wing will moves little forward. So now the aircraft is still moving in this direction. So the air is still coming in this direction. Now it will have some positive side slip. So when the air is coming from the right, we say that the aircraft is having a positive side slip. If the air is coming from the left side, then we say that aircraft is having a negative side slip. So in this case, the aircraft is having a positive side slip. Now to restore its original position, the aircraft should produce a positive yawing movement, that is this right wing should move back so that it again aligns itself with the direction of the flight path. So to upset a positive side slip, the aircraft must produce a positive yawing movement, that is dCn by d beta should be positive. That is, to upset a positive side slip, the aircraft must produce a positive yawing moment. So if I make a Cn beta curve, the slope of the Cn beta curve, this is Cn, this is beta, must be positive for a statically stable aircraft. If the slope of the Cn beta curve is negative, that means the aircraft is producing a negative yawing moment when there is a positive side slip. This wing will move further backward and the aircraft will produce more side slip to resist this positive side slip. So it will be a destabilizing effect. So if the aircraft is having Cn beta to be negative, so this is unstable airplane. But if the Cn beta is positive, then it is a stable airplane. Okay, now coming to the contribution of the vertical tail. Now let us consider the aircraft again with some positive side slip. Now this airplane is having some positive side slip. Now as this airplane is having a positive side slip, now this is the vertical tail of the airplane. Now the air will strike the vertical tail from the right side. So this will produce a force towards the left. And this force will try to restore the aircraft to its original position and upset the positive side slip. So this is a positive restoring movement, and hence we can say that the contribution of the vertical tail to the directional stability is a positive contribution. We can also consider this airfoil. Okay, now this is the vertical tail. Now the vertical tail is generally of an airfoil shape. It is generally a symmetrical airfoil. So if we have a side slip beta, so you can consider this as an airfoil with some positive angle of attack. So this is the similar case, just the planes are different. In case the airfoil is having a symmetrical airfoil is having a positive angle of attack, it will produce a positive lift. So similarly, if the vertical tail is having some positive side slip, it will produce a side force in this direction. Now what happens, as the air is moving on the wings, there is some side wash as well. This side wash is similar to the downwash which the horizontal tail faces. So due to this side wash, this angle of attack, the effective angle of attack is generally increased. So let this side wash angle be sigma. So the total angle of attack which the vertical tail will see will be beta plus sigma. Due to this side wash, this side force will increase further, and so this will contribute more to the directional stability of the airplane. So hence we can conclude that vertical tail contributes positively to the directional stability of the airplane. Okay, now coming to the contribution of the wing to the directional stability of the airplane. Now when we are saying that contribution of the wing, we are basically considering the contribution of the wing sweep. Now first consider an airplane without any wing sweep. So this is an airplane without any wing sweep. Again, let us consider a positive side slip beta. Now as there is some positive side slip, these wings will also face this air at some side slip angle beta. Now along the course, that is to the perpendicular to the leading edge of the wing, the component of the velocity would be v cos beta on the both sides of the wing, so starboard as well as the port side. Now consider an airplane with some positive sweepbacks omega. Okay, now again there is some positive side slip. Okay, now see what is happening on the left wing. The velocity component perpendicular to the leading edge of the wing would be v cos omega plus beta, but on the right side this component would be v cos beta minus omega. So clearly v cos beta minus omega would be greater than v cos beta plus omega. Hence the starboard side will experience a greater velocity, and since the velocity is greater on the starboard side, drag is also greater on the starboard side. Since drag is more on the starboard side, so this wing will experience a force like this. So this wing will move a bit backwards. So this will give a positive yawing movement, and hence it will contribute positively to the directional stability of the aircraft. Since the Cn is positive, beta is positive, we can say that Cn beta is positive, and we know that we needed a positive Cn beta for a positively stable aircraft. So we can conclude that wing sweep also contributes positively to the directional stability. So in case you need an aircraft for which you do not want to have a vertical tail, so you can give a high sweep back angle which can compensate for the loss of the directional stability since you did not keep a vertical tail. So I hope this helps. In case there is any doubt, please let me know in the comment box. Thank you.